Ian Rappaport. Ian has the tweet out right now.
Security.
The Jets have now officially released, as he writes it, big name wide receiver Davante Adams. That was it a 12-hour news cycle, a 10-hour news cycle that they were going to try to trade him and then fall back on releasing him? Well, markets dried up quickly because the Jets have made it official. They're out of the market on Davante Adams. They're already out on the market on Aaron Rodgers. So the question for 32 NFL markets now is, hey, should they go get Davante Adams? So should the Broncos be in on that?
Yeah, the Broncos shouldn't be in on that.
Should not be.
It should not be. No. You don't need to. Again, you need to pay Courtland Sutton. This whole Davante Adams stuff, all right, he's going to follow Aaron Rodgers somewhere. Rodgers in New York or whatever, as the Giants try to get up to number one so they can get Cam Ward. All right. There's a lot of dominoes that have to be, tipped over and they have to fall in this kind of offseason of where's he going to go? Where's Rodgers going to go? And Adams will go with him. So that's that. This whole veteran thing for veteran wide receivers, Sean Payton has said. Now, could he be playing the game? Could he be out and out line? Sure. But Sean Payton has said, we like these young receivers. So let the young receivers develop. If you get a Davante Adams, now all of a sudden, you're kind of like how the Commanders getting Deebo Samuel. You don't have anybody to grow with your guy because Adams would clearly take over, even probably for Courtland Sutton if he was here. And I just don't like that. As talented as he is, as a great receiver as he is, I think the Broncos' money is better spent on inside linebacker and paying Courtland Sutton, paying DJ Jones, taking care of some of your own guys. They are a draft and develop team. Well, certainly Courtland Sutton has earned, a $20 million a year contract and more long-term security from this team, even if that's only a couple of years. You get Davante Adams, how much longer is he Davante Adams?
He's 33. I mean, couldn't a rule of thumb just for the Broncos offseason, really this year and next, of hey, if you're north of 30 and have north of $10 million on your contract, we're probably out.
No thanks.
Yeah. Unless it's a star player, right, that you think, there's a year left in that gas tank. And how many of those are out there that you're willing to cough up the dough for? So, Davante Adams, I'm 100% with you. No, absolutely not. No reason at all. But you know what popped into my head when you were talking? And I'm sure they'd welcome him back with open arms. They're the Raiders, for crying out loud. They'll welcome back all X's. Aaron Rodgers and Davante Adams with Brock Bowers in Las Vegas with the Raiders.
Yeah.
With Chip calling some plays. I don't like how that makes me feel.
That does not make me feel secure with the Raiders getting better. And, yeah, it wouldn't last that long.
What if they drafted Ashton Jeanty at 6? This is getting worse by the minute.
Oh, my God. Stop. Stop saying this. We don't want the Raiders to be kind of good. So they'll find a home and a destination. It'll probably be another package deal. I don't know if it'll be on Pat McAfee and they'll do the uncomfortable, look who I got here in my apartment for whatever reason. Here's Davante Adams. Okay, yeah, but here in Denver, no, not that you couldn't use him, not that he's not outstanding, but again, the Cooper Kupp, the Deebo Samuel, the Davante Adams, name the next veteran receiver, right? We had to battle this with T. Higgins. Well, I know he's been franchised, but you could trade and give up the Bengals, give him. No, you don't need to do that with the way you're building this team and with the young receivers that you already have on this roster.
Yeah. I think that you and I are 100% on the same page on this one. Broncos country, do you see it any different? Do you feel it any different? Would Davante Adams come in here? That's the thing. Even at 33, he would probably help for a year. But what comes with that? You know what I mean? How much drama is there with that? And I think it's pretty obvious he clearly wants to ride the coattails or be wherever Aaron Rodgers is.
Well, and here's the thing. Everyone's looking for what puts the Broncos over the top, right? What's the thing that puts them over the top? For example, if Saquon Barkley was out there, that would be something that put them over the top because that's what they need. They need a running back in a bad way. If there was, name whatever tight end you want that everyone loves. If George Kittle was available, would you get George Kittle in an advanced age? And by the way, he's looking for a new deal, but the 49ers have to pay Brock Purdy. Good luck with that. So if that was out there, you'd be like, wow, could George Kittle put this team over the top? Yes. Saquon Barkley or top tier running back. When Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley were available the same offseason, that's when you strike.
Yeah.
They're not available. You're looking at Aaron Jones as your best option. You're not striking there, and if you do, it's going to be for a cheaper price, but not the single player that puts you over the top. Davante Adams isn't that guy.
No, he's not that guy. He was a couple of years ago, but he is no longer that guy. I actually think that's going to be my rule. Maybe you can make it the show rule if you agree.
Okay.
This year and next, if you're over 30 and you're north of $10 million per year, no thanks. See you later.
Okay.
Well, hold on. How old's Zach
wait a
Bond?
second.
How old's Zach Bond?
Well, then I was thinking of myself. Now, I'm not at $10 million a year yet.
Okay, Zach Bond's only 28.
28.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
So rule applies. Rule is in.
30 and 10.
30 and $10 million.
30 and 10 rule.
Right now, in a couple of years,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like 31 and 15 because they're gonna be in a different spot. So yeah, we're out on Davante Adams, Broncos country. How do you feel about it? 303-713-1043. Could they have the same? Like if it's New York and they just change teams and stay in the state, could they do it with the Giants? What would the Giants then be looking at if it's Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams, and the 3rd overall pick? Offensive line?
I don't think he'd be there, but Travis Hunter, you know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Travis is going to Tennessee or Cleveland.
seems like it.
And Cam Ward's going to go to the other one.
Unless Tennessee gives up that number 1 pick.
Well, and we said yesterday it was the 2 New York teams that are the latest to be rumored chasing that number 1 overall pick. So,
Right.
yeah, we're out. Davante Adams, no thanks. I think the one exception I would have is if the Broncos signed Davante, I would need access to that Taco Bell in his house 24/7, 365. He could not stop me from entering said Taco Bell and getting a delicious spicy bean burrito, no onions, add sour cream.
Okay. I thought you were going to say Adams can come and Rodgers can come if he's the backup to Bo.
Well, he'd still be annoying, right? He'd still be on Pat McAfee every week, and he would just be too much.
Too much?
Yeah.
So Jarrett Stidham not on the Pat McAfee plan?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers is like that guy. You go to a party and you're kind of seeing some of your old friends, but that one friend always brings the dude around, and then you walk in, you're like, oh my God, they're both here? I'm going to say hi and leave. That's kind of how I feel about Aaron Rodgers.
He's like Rafi from the league.
Yeah.
Hey, you brought Rafi.
That's exactly who he is. You nailed it, man.